Hey everybody, Kane here and welcome to another video of Out of Conquest. In this one we have the Halloween Candy Festival and it's split up into 4 parts. One of them unfortunately had finished a few days back. I was not really feeling that well to make a video or videos of new things in the game, and thus we are kind of gonna miss this one. However, this mini event was actually decent or decently fun. I mean, it is basic, and sometimes you don't really need a very, I don't know, like a difficult or something that would require too much time or too much effort to make it well. This event did not really have a ranking or a ranking with rewards, but if it did, it would actually have been a lot better. So I think I scored like 70 or 80 points at the maximum, but if there was a ranking, I probably would have done like maybe over 200 because there was a trick in this, and if you perfect like the jumps, every single jump, the points increase as you go forward. So you can have like 100 points after like just maybe 20 of those squares or circles or whatever, maybe even less than that, which, I mean, it's a trick, I suppose. But yeah, that aside, we have the Halloween quest. Basically, you have a week of these rewards, which are not really like raising as the previous events had been before. Basically, they just remain exactly the same, or sort of like a mini daily quest sort of rewards, just additional stuff on the side, as well as a couple of things for these special events that we're going to talk about in a second. So we got a border, which looks kind of decent, not gonna lie. And then we have a nameplate. Now, we have to talk about the nameplate because this is one of the very few good ones. So this nameplate is actually free and it's sort of animated. For example, this is how the basic one looks. One moment, pretty much nothing right here. And then when we go on to the others, for this one we had to spend like 30 bucks because we had to buy a hero and it looks so-so. And then we have this one in particular, which is honestly, for a free one, this is better than the one that I paid money for. So yeah, that's a thing right there. This is also 30 bucks. This is 30 bucks. And this one was free as well, I think, from Bazaar. So pretty much the free ones are actually better than the ones that you pay for heroes and get for free. So personally, I deem this good. Maybe the second best out of all the nameplates, and this one currently with the animations and stuff like that. Probably I would not wear this because I wouldn't really like flowers and butterflies near my name. But in terms of the effects, it's actually pretty friggin' cool. So hopefully they make more of these and more different kinds of these. And I don't mean butterflies or flowers. I mean a lot of other themes and variety. So that one is pretty good. Inversions of the nameplates and how they value them, this is actually pretty friggin' decent, along with some sapphires and stuff like that. So the next one is we have the, what's it called, Halloween Candy Night. Pretty much free event. You do basic stuff, basic dailies, additional rewards in different way of giving, I suppose. Like I was getting 2 or 3 of these per day. And at the very end, it started to give out a ton of rewards. So as a freebie event goes, this is pretty friggin' good. Like, not gonna lie, these two are sort of decent. As well as the candy jump was giving some basic materials. And now the last event is the Airy Night Probability. So this is sort of like a lucky wheel, a draw event based on spending money. Free players are only able to get 3 coins per day, and one of them actually requires for you to spend Linari, which really depends what you're gonna get, whether or not it's actually worth it. So I did get this twice. I did spend like 200 Linari twice, and the last attempt landed on either the energy shard, which was worthless in terms of the value, and the next time it landed, I think, on +1 runes or 4 armament boxes, which was also useless to me in terms of the Linari spend. So I don't really think that personally it's really worth it to spend it if you don't get anything good. But I mean, some people would be able to get any of these special rewards, and if they even land on this 1x level 3, it should pay off at least a couple of times than what Linari would be spending on it, because it does have some decent chances, like 10%, like 4%, 5%. However, it really depends. I mean, personally, I wasn't lucky to get 10%, but sometimes or mostly I get lucky to get 0.5% or something. I mean, sometimes, it happens that event doesn't give me what I want, but hey, some people are gonna get it. So for some people it's better, for some it's not. Now, how you can get stuff in this event? Basically the same as they had a few events back. You spend $3 and you get 1 coin. The first day of this particular event, all of the packs, everything in here sucked. It sucked so much that it was like a trap if anybody wanted to play this. And yes, it was a huge, huge trap. Now, you actually have some stuff that might be okay-ish to spend money on. I'm not saying that there are incredibly good packs and stuff like that. However, if you combine those packs, and then of course the rewards you get here, the rewards you get here, and say the rewards you get here from spending or stuff like that, it usually adds up to a lot of materials, and then you're able to do some other stuff. But at the same time, it really depends, because there are a couple of choices to do. So one of those choices is the mobile market, what you want to buy here. There are a ton of materials. Majority of these things are not incredibly worth it, right? It's sort of like 50-50. This pack is not the best, but this pack is not the worst either. So if you're buying stuff in here, you're buying to get say rewards in here. At the same time, you're buying it to play in an event like this. And in that case, it can actually buy back for what price you're spending, because you're gonna be getting a ton of resources, as well as like the rewards in here, which are somewhat okay-ish. I mean, I wouldn't say you're gonna go far deep without spending more than a few hundred. However, if you land on a couple of these things, it kind of instantly buys back not most of your money, but a decent portion as well. And the more you play, the more stuff you get. So the first day, it didn't have these. It was a total trap. Now you have like a choice between the mobile market or this one. However, for this, you also need to buy stuff. So for example, you either buy sets, which are incredibly not worth it. And I do mean not worth it, because all of these packs are total garbage. And like total garbage, like there is no time when the sets are actually good. All of them are garbage except the premium artifacts, which are $20 each. However, you do have a couple of packs. One moment, I think it should be here. Here, where you spend like $5, you get these points as well. So you don't necessarily need to, say, go into sets, spend $5 and get 300. You could just go for this pack and you get 1 attempt for $5. Now, is this worth it? Because you're getting these materials and you get 1 attempt. Thing is, the rewards in here, one moment, the prize pool, they look good, but it's hard to say if it's actually worth it, because you're getting one of these for the value of $5 plus other stuff, plus if you combine the money spent for the Airy Knight, I mean, it's harder to say than it is to say about mobile market because it's less RNG based, right? Because you already know what you're buying and you're usually buying what you kind of require. And when you're buying a pack like this, right, you get only some stuff which is so low value, and then you are basing your luck on this as well, like a total RNG, and it becomes sort of risky to spend it on this. I mean, if you luck out and you land on some pretty good stuff, like say 7.5 thousand sapphires for $5 or 9,000, man, you probably would deem it as a lucky day. And probably I would even reset this because I would think these two are one of the higher value drops that you can get. I mean, these ones, they're gonna give you purples majority of the time, while these ones are actually pretty high value rewards. I mean, you could argue the premium stuff as well, but all the rest not really one worth the $5 attempt. All in all, I'd say that the mobile market would be the best value to go if you want to play every night. You get rewards in here for spending money, and the rewards just increase. And for example, this one is even friggin' crazy in terms of what materials you're getting. But that is like few $100 right there. And then, of course, you're gonna be getting stuff in here. So yeah, if you want basic materials for money, that is probably one of the better events to go for, and still not spend rather any Linari. What I do mean by that is you're also getting Linari for these packs, and you're not spending any to actually play this. So you are able to keep that Linari for the future events like Lucky Wheel or some other future events that would also give you a ton of materials, which again, everything adds up and sort of makes it useful or okay-ish for those people that are wanting to spend money. So I do have to cover that as well because again, I'm not free to play fully. I have spent money in the game, and some content that I do make is based, well, not based on money, but you know, I still have to provide some of those tips for people who would be or wanting to spend money. So if that was the case, if people wanted to do that, that is my suggestion or tips or ideas. Now, aside from those ideas, honestly, I would kind of wish that they would make this a Linari event. If people would have wanted to spend Linari, they could go for it. Probably I would have done a 10x or 20x just for the video in here as well, but they didn't, and really not much else to show in this case. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, in terms of the free rewards from all of these three events, it's actually pretty decent, not gonna lie. A ton of utility boxes, ton of resources, some decent quests. For example, I enjoy this mini game, and yeah, I don't know, it's pretty okay. In comparison to a few others, this was actually pretty decent. Like, gotta hand it to them. They started putting a little bit effort into what they're actually putting into the game. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Do let me know in the comments down below what you think about it as well. And if you did enjoy the video, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. As well as if you would wish to support me more than just watching my video, I have made a Patreon page where you would be able to do just that. In return, I would be able to help you out more individually in terms of events, PvP formations, and stuff like that. As well as I would like to thank all of my patrons for the support. I really appreciate it for your subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay safe out there.